Hello everyone, I'm Audius Wolf and welcome back once again to Final Fantasy XIV. Today we'll be going through 4.4, which has a scene that I know is a lot of fans' favorite scene for one particular reason, but for me it's going to be slightly funnier. And I'll explain why once we get to it. But we are going through 4.4, as I said before. We are getting very close to starting Shadowbringers. So, not on Monday because I have something going on Monday, but on Tuesday we'll be going through 4.5 and 4.56, and then on Wednesday next week we'll be getting into Shadowbringers proper. It's gonna be great. But, until then, let's talk to Alize. Oh, Kaharu, if you come here hoping for news, I'm afraid there isn't any. Everything is exactly as it was. Y'shtola is still investigating primals in the Far East, Thancred is still gathering intelligence in the Imperial provinces, and Alphinaud is still out there somewhere. There's been no word since his first scheduled report, nor does he respond to calls. And all the while, I'm just meant to sit around here waiting. It's driving me mad. Begging your pardons, I bear a message from the Eorzean Alliance. Thank the gods for that. We have a visitor. Welcome to the Rising Stones. If you have a message, I should be most eager to hear it. My lady, the Alliance leadership will soon convene to discuss the matter of Ascian interference, and they humbly request the presence of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Having assessed intelligence provided by the Alamegan Resistance concerning the whereabouts of Xenos' remains, they too suspect Ascian involvement and wish to deliberate a suitable course of action. As the foremost authorities on our foe, your Orders Council would be most welcome. Of course, we should be glad to assist in whatever way we can. With almost everyone else afield, I'd say this one falls to us. By which I mean, I'm not going on my own. You'll come with me, I trust. Yeah, I'll come with... Of course I will. Of course I will. I'm the one with the most Ascian involvement, really. Let's face it. There you have it. We accept the invitation. Thank you. The time and date of the meeting will be shared in due course, but I can confirm that the council will take place in Alamigo. By your leave. I somehow doubt we'll have anything useful to offer, but standing mutely at a meeting would still be better than the nothing I've been doing of late. Let's make ready to depart, shall we? Thancred, what's going on, man? Oh right, just be careful on the road back, you hear? Did I hear right, Rio? Is Thancred coming back? Aye, that he is. Says he's acquired some important intelligence. Being in Gylean territory, though, he couldn't risk sharing the particulars in case the Imperials were listening in. So he said he'd head back as quick as he could and make sure someone was waiting for him in the Alamegan quarter. Understood. Kaharu and I will go. We're bound for Alamigo anyway, and there's sure to be time before the council begins. Come on, let's be off. Boop, 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 boop. Whoop, boop. Alright, where's Thancred? Where's my boy? Where's my boy? Where is my boy? Where's my boy? Thancred! Thancred? Thancred! You two are a sight for sore eyes. Now all I need is water for my parched throat. Fetch me a cup, will you? Trapacing through Imperial territory is thirsty work. And no.
God, I needed that.
I'm sure you did, Thancred. And as for you, bot, shoo.
I won't bother telling you to catch your breath. Whatever brought you galloping back to us, I assume it's urgent.
Quite. Without further ado, then. After the successful uprisings in Doma and Alamigo, rebels in several other provinces were inspired to follow suit.
Naturally.
Unfortunately, they did not fare quite so well.
Oh. Oh, that's sad.
The Dalmascans paid the heaviest price. For their defiance, the Emperor made a show of razing their capital to the ground, prompting many of their neighbors to abandon thoughts of resistance. But not all have given up on liberty. Heartened by the news of Doma's prisoner exchange, some still believe that the Empire may one day be amenable to negotiation. We have the shinobi to thank for spreading the good word. They have worked tirelessly to keep the subjugated informed, and a little knowledge can go a long way.
Yes, it can.
There is at least a spark of hope, then.
A tiny one, but a spark.
A spark in want of kindling, yes. The Alliance has already begun supplying materiel to resistance movements abroad, many of whom would otherwise struggle to continue the fight. The support effort has been led by the Sultana and the Elder Seedseer, who have both seen enough Alamigan refugees to know the consequences of oppression. And for their troubles, they have quickly earned a reputation as folk heroes in certain corners of the Empire. That is all for the provinces. As for the Garlean motherland itself, our friends the Populares have suffered something of a setback, I regret to say. Talk is rife that Doma has summoned a primal, and the Empire's more liberal voices are being drowned out in the fearful clamor for retribution.
And who do they think orchestrated this summoning?
I probably think it was the Domans.
Oh, any but those truly responsible. Xenos has seen to that. Speaking of whom, the Crown Prince is recovering remarkably well. Well enough, in fact, to enable him to personally tour the provinces, putting the fear of the Emperor into the hearts of any would-be dissidents.
He walks in plain sight, and none suspect him. Then it's as we feared.
Yep.
Yes. An Ascian wears his skin. But it was not that which brought me here in such haste. During my time in the provinces, I learned many things. Yet at no point did I hear any report of a Doman emissary in the capital.
But Alphonse should have arrived by now. Could they be holding in there in secret?
The possibility did cross my mind, but I have reason to believe he never reached his destination. As you know, Scions assigned to covert operations, such as Riol and myself, are issued special link pearls for communication in the event of an emergency. I mention this because it was originally Alphino's task to coordinate the response at headquarters, meaning he has one. And whose voice should I hear when mine recently crackled to life?
You spoke with Alphino?
Spoke with, no. I but heard his voice, and none too clearly at that. 2 words were all I could make out. The burn.
The wasteland on the edge of Otherd. Something must have happened to them there.
Yep. Something very much did.
There's no time to waste. We must make for the burn at once.
I had a feeling you might say that.
And? I can't very well sit around here drinking tea if Alphinaud's in trouble. You said yourself that this link pill was only to be used in emergencies. So I'm going, and that's the end of it.
Oh, far be it from me to change your minds.
Well, it's not like we're gonna actually stop Alize if she wants to go, and someone should probably go with her to keep an eye on her. Loath though I am to neglect making preparations for the council, we must act swiftly before Alphinaud's trail goes cold. I propose we first pay Hien a visit. I'm sure he's sure to want to hear about these developments, and he may well be able to advise us on how to best reach the burn. A sound plan. And Y'shtola is in Doma, is she not? I dare say she'd join you in the search if you asked her nicely. While you see to that, I shall go and report my findings to the Alliance. You may leave any preparations for the council to me. Thank you, Thancred. Right, to Doma then. We have much and more to share with Y'shtola. Domin Enclave. Domin Enclave. Boop. Oh, it's foggy. Okay. Okay. No? Y'shtola! There you are. That is curious indeed. While other matters demand my attention at present, I shall bear what you have told me in mind. Should you notice any change, do not hesitate to seek me out. Thank you, my lady. You are most kind. Well, well, two faces from the dim and distant past. Come now, it hasn't been that long. Who was that you were speaking with? A local miner who supplies crystals for the rebuilding effort. Of late, he claims to have struggled to find a crystal with so much as a trace of elemental energy. Upon learning that I had some knowledge of ether, he came seeking my counsel. Just now he brought me one of his recent finds. It was precisely as he described, devoid of elemental energy, and eerily reminiscent of the deaspected crystals that manifested in Eorzea in the days prior to the calamity. We would be wise to investigate this phenomenon more closely. Indeed, but on a more positive note, the locals seem to have taken a liking to you. I'm more an interest in than a liking to, I think. The sign of a Mikote with a peculiar contraption upon her head has a certain novelty value in these parts. Any actual regard they may have for me, I owe wholly to you and the others who came before. Everyone here has been exceedingly cooperative, and I am pleased to report that I have all but concluded my investigation. Simply put, by focusing one's will upon an ether-infused object of worship, it is possible to conduct a summoning. So, the fact that they are objects of worship is the key. They are themselves suffused with the requisite belief. Correct. Such sacred relics as the Kojin collect obviate the need for religious fervor in the summoner. Yatsuyu being the most obvious example. She had but to associate the artifact given to her by Asahi with the divine, and it served to amplify her desires and give them form. A form nourished through the power of the crystals, also provided by her brother. and thus was Tsukiyomi brought into being. Which brings me to the question of preemptive measures, to which I have yet to find a satisfactory answer. At present, I know not of what will avail us, save to keep watch over the movement of relics and crystals, as if we did not have enough to keep watch over already. But I doubt you came all this way just to hear that which may be perused in the report. Has something happened to Alphino? I shall join you in the search, of course. Thank you, Stola. I should be glad of your help. Truly. Now, if there is nothing else, I shall go on ahead and request an audience with Lord Hien. Alize puts on a brave face, but she has little talent for concealment. We should join her at the Hien Con. Okay. Let us go. Inside. Away. Greetings, my friend. Alize has explained all to me. Needless to say, you shall have our full cooperation in the search. Even if Alphino's trail does lead to the burn of all places. The region is known as the Burn occupies a special place in Garlean history. Every child in the Empire is familiar with the tale. In the distant past, it was a verdant land teeming with life, but successive summonings saw it bled dry of ether and reduced to a desert. It was upon beholding the devastation that primals had wrought that Emperor Solus was spurred to embark upon his crusade against their kind. The Burn offers a glimpse of the future we seek to prevent. Know you of any reason why Alphino might have gone there? Aye, mischance. Though it lies on the route to Garlemald, it is no place to make a stop. My guess is they encountered some manner of trouble there. In any event, I am of the same mind as Alize. We have no choice but to take our search to the Burn. Given the considerable distance involved, 'tis best we went by bird. Kaharu and I have our yells. Yugiri, will you ready falcons for the others? I shall gather our swiftest birds. Near the House of the Fierce there is an overlook. Pray join us there once you have seen to your preparations. Alright, to the House of the Fierce we go! Away! Oh, I got a chair. I got the fly chair. I got the flying chair. Beautiful. If everyone is here and possessed of a bird, let us away. Remember, our destination is a barren wasteland. There's no civilization to speak of for 100 malms in all directions. Take care you do not lose your way. Yes, the burn. The burn! Where is it? There it is! Really? 21 minutes? Let's go do some... Let's go do what we always do when we wait for a queue to pop. Let's go do some Beast Tribe quests. What else are we gonna do while we wait? Ba-ba. There you go. Go, go fire pony! I don't know how you're still on fire underwater, but, you know, details. Let's not question him. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, let's go to this one first, since it's all the way over here. Here we are. Away with you. Shoot. There we go. That's that done. Now we gotta give pirates pickles for whatever reason. I don't know why they want pickles, but they do. I just give them to them. I don't pay attention to what these quests actually are. I just do them. Get my reputation up with the beast tribe in question. Okay, you are the first pirate that wants pickles. Here you go, have some pickles. You're welcome. I got the fire horse again. And you're a drunk pirate that wants pickles. There you go, have pickles, my good friend. My good sir. I don't think that's how that works, but you know, you do you, dude. Okay, under. No, can't go underwater here. Oh, there's the edge. Dive! Oh, dive! I dove too soon. Oh. There you go. Oh, where is she? Where is she? She's somewhere up behind me this time. Hello? Oh, there she is. Beautiful. Let's just do this, because I can. Whee! Hello, I returned. Thank you, I will take. I don't care that I can't get any more elegant tombstones. I have nothing to spend them on until I get into Shadowbringers. Thank you! Wow, this has been built up very nicely. Beautiful. Okay, I'm about halfway to being bloodsworn with the Goshen. Amazing. It's beautiful. It won't be long. It won't be long. Isn't that right, little bunny? Isn't that right, little bunny? How pet. Pet pet. Pet pet. What happens if I poke? Nope, nothing. You just like to pet pets. Pet pet. Pet pet pet. Pet 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 pet. Can you imagine, like, living down here in this bubble? That'd be amazing. Then again, I was born on the West Coast, so anything that has to do, like being out on the ocean, or in this case, under the ocean, or the sea, I guess. Beautiful. Just gorgeous. I miss going out on boats, man. That's definitely the one thing I really miss, because I live in a prairie province, so I am nowhere near the ocean. And one thing I definitely miss is just going out and camping out on the ocean in a boat. There's something just about the gentle sway of the ocean just kind of rocking you back and forth while you're trying to sleep. It's like really soothing. But then again, this is probably just because I was born out on the West Coast, so I got to have fun with that. I do honestly miss being out on boats, though. Boats were always such a fun time. Boats were always a good time. Ah, itchy ear, itchy ear. Oh, my neck cracked. Oh, that felt weird. Let me into the burn. Let me in. Ian, let me in. Barren though it is, the burn is said to be home to hardy beasts adapted to the unforgiving environment. And then there's the specters, if certain tales are to be believed. I expect we shall soon find out for ourselves what truly dwells there. With such a sea to bear me to and fro, I could perform my field work in a fraction of the time. Mayhap I should try my hand at this Bardham's medal. You have fun with that, Y'shtola. We're coming for you, Alphino. Aww, Alize. Having named him an emissary of Doma, Lord Him considers himself personally responsible for Master Alphino's safety. Not I could say would sway him from joining the search. Y'shtola, you really want to go through Bardham's medal just to get a Yule? I mean, you could. See how that go for you. There we go. Well, we've elapsed 11 minutes of the 21 minutes it's saying that it'll take. So we're getting there. Hey, there's somebody running around down there. Oh, hiccup. Look at them. I think it's a bun board. That's a bun. Is that a bun boy or a bun girl? I can't tell. I honestly can't tell. That's okay though. They're doing something down there. They're having fun. Oh, there goes someone on a burp. Goodbye, burp. Goodbye. Oh, there's another bun. Why are there so many buns out and about today? Okay, that one's not a bun. I can't tell what that one is. I can't tell what that one is. Oh, there's another one. Oh, that might just be an NPC. Oh, yeah, that's an NPC. Let's go! Let's go. Let's go.
Make ready, friends! We are come to the burn!
Everyone, land where you can! We must wait out the storm!
Welcome to the burn, everybody. Okay, let's have some bacon bread. You get to be my trek now. Oh, yep. Oh, whoa, tank sprinting. Tank is sprinting. Good lord. Look at that tank go. Look at that tank go. Wow. And yeah, rocks hold down in those areas. No, those are golems. Those are not marionettes. Oh, come back! Come back! Come back! Stop running off ahead! Oh, I feel bad for you. I feel bad for you. Healer pity. Beautiful. I need to do a standard step. There we go. Okay. Have fun with that. Oh, let's not put this here. Oh, I should be good here. It's not too many crystals. Yep. Crystals are still safe. Nice. No thanks. You good? You good, friend? Hey look, Allegan Ruins! Because of course there'd be Allegan Ruins here. Why wouldn't there be Allegan Ruins here? Yep. I'll start reading things again for the wrong thing. Goblins! Or goblins! They're the same thing, guys. They're literally the same thing. Shoot. Shoot, guys. Shoot. There we go. Ooh, treasure coffer, treasure coffer, treasure coffer. What's that? Oh, that's interesting. Next boss, let's go. Effective drone, let's go. Let's go. Okay, that's just right. Oh, it's this one. Oh dear. Why would you do that? That's just rude. I meant to press this, but I pressed the other button by mistake. That's okay though. Come on, go down. There we go. Okay, that looks really dumb. I can't need anything at all. It's just all greed. It's just all greed at this point. Here we go, and the storm has died down, and look at that sandworm! Look at that sandworm! A dead sandworm, but the sandworm nonetheless. Look at it! Coffer, 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 coffer. Anything? Anything I can... No. Okay. Just continue greeting. I rolled a 7 on that one. Look at this thing. Look at it! Let's go. Just wow. Look at it's still going. Look at that. It's still going. That is a giant dead sandworm. It's terrifying how big that thing was able to get. I mean, look at it. Keep going. Oh god. Too many AoEs, too many AoEs. Oh, too many AoEs, too many AoEs. Yeah, that's just one giant AoE. We're fine. I'll take this thing. Go. Yay! I got something. I don't know what I got, but I got something. Miss Dragon, Miss Dragon, Miss Dragon. Oh, they actually waited. That's nice of them. I love it when people do that. Hey, there's the head of the sandworm. Okay, let's do a standard step. I always time that horribly. Or not, because apparently we have to kill these things. Beautiful. Okay. Ow. Okay then. I'm frozen now. I can't do anything. Help. Yay. Oh no, oh no. Healer's down. Healer down! Healer down, guys! Healer down, guys! It's either gonna go really, really interestingly or it's gonna end so badly. I'm just running around on the outside like an idiot because oh, there he is. Running, 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 running. Beautiful. Get your butt over here. Oh god. Dancer LB, go! Yeah! We did it! Oh my god! How did we do that without the healer? Oh my god. Oh, that is amazing. The poor Sage. Oh, that poor Sage. Oh. Okay, I guess no one's getting my comm. Oh, that was amazing. That was amazing. Oh, I got 2 comms. Thank you.
Ah, there you are. Between contending with bloodthirsty beasts and sand in my every conceivable place, I had begun to despair of finding you again.
Sand in my every conceivable place. Thanks for that, Ian.
Do you recognize the crashed ship over yonder? Mistress Alizé and I briefly inspected it. It is the vessel that bore Master Alphino away.
Oh, that's where I landed.
But there was no sign of him, nor of Maxima and his people.
Your Machina. It would seem they were involved in a struggle. There may be clues. We should split up and search the area.
Ooh, those corpses are sandy. Like, very sandy. Look at them. Wow.
These were no ordinary soldiers. Over here! The insignia on this man's uniform identifies him as one of the Emperor's personal guard.
Hand-picked soldiers, answering only to the royal family.
Yep.
That would explain why all the casualties are Garlean. They were fighting their own.
You're saying the Emperor was behind all this? That Alphinaud is his prisoner?
Alphinaud was fine, I'm sure of it.
Aye, we must not jump to conclusions. Besides, Alphinaud is more than capable of looking after himself, is he not?
Yeah, he is. Oh, Alize. She worry.
I suggest we return to Doma to consider our options. Whatever happened here, Master Alphinaud is long gone, and any subsequent search may safely be left in the hands of the shinobi.
Where in the world are you, brother? If you die on me, I will never let you hear the end of it.
Oh, Alize worried. Well, that was a decidedly uneventful journey. I almost found myself hoping for a sandstorm. Joking aside, I'd say our birds are due a good brush down and a treat or two, wouldn't you? They probably got sand like all over their feathers. That must not be comfortable. I had hoped to steal a moment's rest after our little outing, but it would seem duty calls. A foreign emissary arrived in my absence. Do not let us keep you then. Actually, I was wondering if you might join me. I cannot think of a guest who could fail to be impressed by the presence of the Scions. At least none that I should be happy to receive. Of course, if you think it will be useful. Thank you. Let us return to my manor then. Doo-doo, doo-doo. Okay, but before that... Mender, hello. Yes, good. Let's take. Goodbye. Goodbye. Let us go inside, please. Thank you. Yes. Good, good. Good, good. Yes. Oh, poor Alize. Lise, what are you doing here?
Lise, what brings you here?
God damn it, Yashilla!
Oh, Alliance business. We have a request for Doma. Well, Hien. But that can wait. They told me you were out searching for Alphinaud. Did you manage to pick up his trail?
No, we did not.
Well, if he wasn't at the crash site, he might still have escaped. We have to keep searching.
And we will. Alphinaud embarked on this journey as an emissary of Doma, and I hold myself responsible for his safe return. I will have our shinobi in the provinces search for him as a matter of urgency.
Thank you, Hien.
Chin up, Alize. You'll get to admonish your brother for his recklessness yet.
Oh.
Well, someone has to do it.
I'm sure he's going to be fine. There is one thing I'm not sure about, though.
And that is?
You said it was the Emperor's personal guard that attacked Alphino's airship.
That is correct.
But the Popularis would never have been able to arrange the prisoner exchange without Varus's blessing. So why would he sabotage his own mission?
They may not have been acting on Varus's orders. The guard answer not only to him, but to his family. The Crown Prince included.
When Yotsuyu summoned Tsukuyomi, Asahi was quick to proclaim that a Dorman citizen had violated the terms of our agreement, that the negotiations had failed. And it is this version of events that is now being repeated across Garlemald. To hear the tale, one would think the prisoner exchange never took place. Plainly, someone is manipulating matters from the shadows. Most likely Xenos, or whoever it is that wears his face.
Very much so, yes.
Whichever Ascian you mean. We all know the nature of our adversary.
Yes, we do.
The servants of Chaos are true to their name. Their meddling has cost Dorma a chance at peace. Whoever it was that loosed his personal guard, the Emperor cannot be ignorant of these developments. We must proceed on the assumption that our treaty is indeed in tatters. But come, Lys. You have journeyed far. Let me hear your petition.
Right. So the big news is that Alamigo has agreed to join the Eorzean Alliance.
Yay!
To make it official, and discuss where we all go from here, the leaders of the 5 nations are planning to hold a meeting, and we were hoping you might come too. We've already seen what we can achieve when we work together, and the Alliance hopes to work even more closely in future. They think it's our best hope of keeping the Garleans in check, and I agree.
As do I. By coordinating our efforts in the east and west, we may be able to discourage them from committing their forces to a single front.
Indeed.
I accept your invitation. I must, however, ask for time to attend to some pressing matters here. In light of recent events, the risk of Imperial reprisals is greater than ever, and I would not leave Dorma unguarded. Ere I depart, I must shore up her defenses.
Understood. I'll let the Alliance know. We'll wait to hear from you before setting a date. The meeting's to be held at the Royal Palace in Alamigo, incidentally. Do you remember the way?
Well enough. Please assure my hosts that I will not keep them waiting any longer than I have to.
Consider it done. And thank you for agreeing to come. If we all put our heads together, we're sure to find the best way forward. For everyone.
My advisors and I will presently convene to discuss the matter of Doma's defenses. You're welcome to stay, of course. Had you not offered, I would have requested to leave to remain. Where the Ascians are concerned, naught may be left to chance. As ever, we would benefit from your experience. I thank you for coming, Lys. Even if it was on official business, I had hoped there might be time to show you the land you helped save, but I will settle for a fleeting visit if needs must. There never does seem to be enough time for anything, does there? But I did get to see a little of the Enclave. You've made excellent progress, I must say. And soon you'll have the chance to see how we're getting on too. Till the meeting then. Kaharu, I was wondering if I might have a word with you before I go. In private. Okay, I guess. Go on, my friend. I will send for Hakuro and the others in the meantime. Great. I'll wait for you at the docks. Go, Chocobo! To the docks! Alice, I am here. What would you have of me? Thanks for coming. Knowing you, you've probably guessed what I wanted to talk about. Alice, she's acting as if everything's alright, but it's clear she's barely coping. The Alice I know is overbearing, willful, and reckless, and that's fine. It's how she deals with feeling weak. She has to keep moving, or she's afraid she'll fall apart. A lot like me. But the thing about people like us is that we need someone to keep an eye on us. I had Papolino, and now I have my friends in the Resistance. And Alice has you and the Scions. Before you start, I'm not saying you're neglecting her. I'm sure you aren't, and I'm sure you won't. But she's a good friend, and when I see her like this, I can't help worrying. So please, make sure you give her all the support she needs, alright? Leave it to me, don't worry. I'll look after her. Thank you, Kaharu. It goes without saying, but if there's anything I can do, you need only ask. Well, I'd best be off. See you now, amigo. Bye, Lise. Bye, Lise. See you later, I guess. King Khan, let's go. Let's go talk to Hien again. Yes. Hien. Have you gathered everybody? Hello. Ah, there you are, my friend. Everyone is assembled, so let us begin.
If we are to ready ourselves for invasion, we shall need manpower, provisions, and time, all of which are in notably short supply.
Yes. At this moment in time, they are.
Candid as ever, Yugiri. And correct, I concede. Fortunately, I have an idea. 'Tis plain no single nation can stand against the might of the Empire.
But...
And it was only with the aid of others that Dorma succeeded in winning her freedom. So, I mean to take a leaf out of our Eorzean friends' book and form an alliance of our own. In addition to those with whom we already share an understanding, I would reach out to Hingashi and Suinosato, and further afield to the myriad peoples of Nangsha and Dalmasca. I am under no illusion. Not all will answer the call. Yet disparate though we may be, we are united in our desire for freedom. If our neighbors could be made to see what is at stake, Ascian machinations and all, cooperation need not be so far-fetched a notion.
Indeed.
It may even seem practical.
Yeah.
Under the guidance of our former leader, Master Louis Soir, we once strove to unite the fractious city-states of Eorzea. I dare say that experience shall be of use in your endeavor.
We should be glad of your wisdom.
For the record, I would have been in favor of this plan even if it hadn't been my grandfather's, but I have to ask, how will we secure the time to carry it out?
That is a good question.
Not that anyone has forgotten, but the Garleans have airships. Lots and lots of airships. Should they catch wind of our plan, they could send an armada to overwhelm us before our alliance had even begun to take shape.
Not if we deny them access to the skies. During our time in the Burn, the Warrior of Light and I chanced upon some Allagan ruins.
Oh?
Yes, we walked through them. We destroyed some of their stuff in there. It was great.
As such ruins go, they were not particularly unusual. But something about the surrounding land struck me as odd. Faint though it was, its ethereal residue was uncannily similar to that of Azizlar. Identical, in fact. For locations so far removed to share a single etheric signature is all but impossible. I conclude, therefore, that the Allagans created the floating continent with land taken from the burn.
Yeah, that makes sense.
While that is a most intriguing theory, I fail to see what relevance it has to Dorma's defense.
Azizlar was enclosed in a powerful energy barrier, impenetrable even to an Agrius-class battleship. It occurred to me that those ruins may have enjoyed similar protection. I have no proof, but the Warrior of Light did report seeing a structure resembling other known Allagan field generators.
All right. But even if we could put up such an energy barrier, it surely wouldn't extend beyond the limits of the burn. So what's to stop the Garleans flying around it?
Fuel. The Dalmascan capital, Rabanasta, was a key Imperial refueling point in the east. By laying waste to it as a lesson to the rest, the Empire greatly hindered its own operations in the region. If an Imperial fleet were to advance upon Dorma, it would now have little choice but to travel, as the crow flies, over the burn.
I see.
Oh, well, then they just screw themselves in that case.
A word of caution. Even assuming the generator still functions, raising a barrier of such a scale will require a prodigious amount of energy. And few places are so bereft of suitable crystals as the burn.
A source of energy. Tell me, did the Allagans make a habit of launching things into the sky?
Well, yeah, well, if we look at Dalamod and Azizlar, yes, apparently they did.
A curious question. Besides Azizlar, I know of only one other notable instance. The Red Moon Dalamud, whose fall triggered the calamity.
Just the two occasions, you say? Then I believe I may have a solution to our energy problem.
You do?
I may. To find out for sure, we would need to visit the Azim Steppe. Which would, I now see, present the perfect opportunity to discuss an alliance with the Zayla tribes.
Very true.
How very neat. What say you then? Shall we see whither this road leads?
Well, let's go, why not? Let's go. It is settled then. I will journey to the Azim Steppe with the Scions, Yugiri and Hakuro. I leave our other neighbors to you. My apologies, but I won't be joining you. I am no etherologist, and what skills I do possess are unlikely to be of any great use to the mission. But more importantly, it seems to me that the ruins in the burn warrant attention. And so, while you are away securing an energy source, I will engage our friends at Garland Ironworks to undertake a complete overhaul of the field generators. We'll need them in good working order if our plan is to succeed. I trust there are no objections. Have care in the burn. Have care on the steppe. From what I hear, the Zayla like fighting with friends almost as much as foes. Good luck. I got this. Just the three of us then. Very well. Shall we make first for a reunion? Diddle-doo, diddle-doo. Ba, 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 ba. Ba ba da ba 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 da 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 da. Yeshtola! Hello! So this is the Azim Steppe. The tales do not do it justice. If you think the view is impressive here, wait until we reach higher ground. Actually, seeing as it's your first visit, permit me to show you my favorite spot.
I will never tire of this vista. The endless fields, the boundless skies. 'Tis a sight to make a man forget his cares.
But not his purpose, I trust. Might this be a fitting moment to tell us what we are doing here?
Of course. During my time with the mole, I learned some few myths of this land. One goes thus. In the distant past, when all seemed doomed, a wayfaring soul came unto the steppe. Venturing into the northern crag, he received of Nama a sliver of her essence, a shard of the shining moon, and with it clove the tainted land from the earth. The end thus averted, to these fields did the wayfaring soul return, and venturing once more into the northern crag, he buried the shard, and made unto the heavens an offering of blood.
A tainted land cloven from the earth and an offering of blood to the heavens. Azizlar and Dalamud.
That was my thinking, yes.
And you believe that yonder mountains hide an artifact possessed of sufficient power to raise Azizlar up to the heavens? I suppose that might suffice.
Worth a closer look, would you say?
I would.
Let us set forth then. From here we shall travel to Mo'olo. There we may ask Serena about the particulars of the myth, and raise the matter of an alliance with the rulers of the steppe. Go, Nightmare Pony! Away! My angry unicorn! Angry unicorn. Flying on an angry unicorn. I'm flying on an angry unicorn. Here we are. Hey, it's been a while. How are you? Hien, Kaharu, I am glad of your visit and the opportunity to welcome a new friend. How may we serve you? There is a matter I would discuss with the mole. It concerns not only the peoples of the steppe, but every land in the far east. Okay. Gotta change my position. A shard of the shining moon left behind by a wayfaring soul. And you need this to protect our lands. I do. My friends and I wish to find the shard and ascertain the extent of its power. Will you tell me more of the place where it lies buried, this northern crag? If that is your wish, the mountains to the north Okay, thank you, Final Fantasy, I guess. In the mountains to the north, there is a craven called the House of the Crooked Coin. Inside this cavern are pillars of stone that legend holds to be the source of Nama's power. There, I believe, you will find what you seek. Ah, yes, I know the place. 'Tis a brisk walk from here. And what are your thoughts on an alliance? Should the Empire return, our lands will be engulfed in a storm of conflict, whether we will it or no. If we do not stand together, we will fall apart. This I believe with all my heart. However... Among the tribes of the steppe, there are those who revere Nama above all else. To them, the pillars are sacred and not to be disturbed. Should you proceed as you propose, such tribes are like to spurn an alliance, prompting others to follow their example. That is my concern. But it is by no means certain that the pillars will provide the power you seek. As you rest the hour, followers of Nama, might you not first visit the House of the Crooked Coin? If all is as you hope, we may then consider how best to earn their blessing. I thank you for your counsel. We will do as you suggest. I have no desire to give offense to those with whom I might join hands. Thank you for your understanding. Though the mole may reign over the steppe today, this decision will shape the days to come, and will not force others into war against their will. Nor we. 100-fold stronger are they who choose to fight of their own accord. Boop. It seems the time has come to put my skills to use. Pray, lead the way to the House of the Crooked Coin. Oh, there's another bot. Hold on. Shoot. Freaking Twitch bots. I was happy when they didn't exist for a while there and didn't spam my chat with stupid shit. You gonna spam stuff like that in my chat, I'm gonna ban you. Like, I don't care about your sites that give me followers or whatever. If I'm going to build up this stream channel, I'm going to do it on my own accord. Thank you very much.
Such an abundance of ether.
Are we in luck?
We are. This is an elegant artifact, most likely built to regulate the flow of ether. I strongly suspect the ancients used it to stem the flow from here to the burn. That would explain how they were able to untether what became Aziz's La from its surroundings. But were we to throw open the floodgates, the resultant deluge would surely be sufficient to raise our wall. And in restoring the flow, we may also restore life to the wasteland.
Hey! What's wrong, Ishtilla?
What is it?
What's wrong, Ishtilla?
While the device itself harbors a surfeit of ether, the opposite is true of the surrounding area. An effect of regulation, perhaps. A similar phenomenon seemed to be occurring in Doma. Whatever the explanation, the answer will not reveal itself here. We have seen what we needed to see. Let us return to Mol Ilo.
Come, unicorn, we away! We don't actually have to go that far, thankfully, but you know, we away! You found that which you seek, then. Great indeed is the Dusk Mother's power. If naught else will suffice to protect our lands, the blessing of the other tribes must now be sought. Of course, but to which tribes should we appeal? There are many who worship Nama, but none are so fervent in their faith as the Dotharo. Their consent will be key. The Dotharo. We spoke of them, a warlike tribe possessed of unique customs and beliefs. I sense the cooperation will not be easily won. Nay, but it will be well worth the effort. The Dotharo feel nothing, death least of all, and our alliance would be greatly strengthened by their presence. Let us go to Dotharo Ha and treat with their Hatun, Sadu. Yeah. Chocobo away! Okay, we gotta fly over the Dawn Throne. Hello, Arnu and Boudica tribes. How are you doing? Goodbye. Oh, I see Sadu's tent thing. Where the grass turns to sand. That must be the burn over there, isn't it? Sadu! Woo! You again. What other metals demand... what? Hold on. You again. Other matters demand our time, Han, unless it is battle you seek? Alas, not quite. Quite the opposite, in fact. Talking, always talking. You say the pillars hold great power. Of course they do. They are the source of Nama's strength. To the Dotharo, no place is more sacred, and we will make ash of any who will defile it. Though I see this is not your wish. You see the wisdom of our proposition, then. Will you join hands with us? I said nothing of joining hands. You wish to wield Nama's power to defend these lands, and this I will allow. But for leaving the step to fight the men in iron, I would have something in return. Namely battle with you, Han. Really? Of course you do. The Nanam ended ere it began. I would face you again, alone, without distractions. Defeat me, prove yourself the stronger, and you shall have the Dotharo as your allies. Surely these are agreeable terms. Well, this is a not wholly unexpected turn of events. Though I had assumed I would be the one required to fight. Alas, the Hatun has made her choice. Shall we dance? Ha! It shall be a battle the steppe shall not soon forget. Ah, already my soul burns brighter. Prepare yourself, Han, and await me outside the Ha. I will gather my witnesses and join you anon. Let's go. Let's fight Saru. Let's go.
Yes! This spot shall serve as well as any. I shall enjoy this Hahn.
Is this truly necessary? Have you no peaceable way of making decisions?
You sure this is the Dotharo. Anything we do with them, you need to expect will end in a fight.
Speak not of peace. You stand before proud warriors of the Dothal. In the heat of battle do our souls burn brightest. We lay low the strong that we may rise higher. That is our way, the way of might. There is no other.
Oh, they do not want for conviction.
Indeed. It's what makes them such dangerous enemies. And such useful allies.
Enough talk! It is time to fight!
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's dance. Let's go. Technical stuff. And with being a dancer, I can run and attack at the same time, which is useful for the later portion of this. Let's see. Well, I didn't have time to read that. Woo! Go, Sadie, go! Oh, now she has 3. The immortal spirit places right with it.
In death do our souls sing!
Alright. Come on, Sadu. Come at me.
In death do our souls sing!
You're enjoying this a bit too much, Sadu. A bit too much, Sadu. Let's do the dance. I'm okay. Come on. Got you. Alright, let's do it again.
In death do our souls sing!
Come on.
In death do our souls sing!
This. Come at me, Sadu. Come at me. There we are. only has 10. Good lord. Oh god. Come on, Sadu, go down, go down.
In death do our souls sing!
Come on.
In death do our souls sing!
Got you.
Yes! Yes! Not since the Nardum has my soul burned so! Come! We have only just begun.
Enough! You were not granted leave to set the steppe ablaze.
Oh, hi, Magni. How you doing?
Well, well, the sun has come out to play.
Be gone, Moonstruck Oranir! I am busy!
Fool of a Dothal! Have you forgotten the face of your master already? The sun will never set! From his seat on high, he reigns over all, now and forever. Yet what should he find here but a battle to determine the fate of the steppe? A battle waged without his blessing. This will not stand. You, Doman! You who come to petition the warriors of this land, forget that all Nama's children are wards of the Oranir. As first among my brothers, your petition is mine alone to judge.
These words are as wind from a horse's backside. Plentiful, but your axe sings more sweetly. Let her speak for you.
Insolent child. You will learn your place!
Forgive me, Brother Magni, but we have an arrangement with the Dothal. We will not abide any interruptions.
So be it. The sun will pass judgment on all. Didakul, join me.
The sun is in good company. We may dance alone.
Beg not for mercy, for you will have none. Bear witness to the power and the glory of Azim!
Okay, dude.
Constantly at each other's throats like rabid dogs. Gods, I'm turning into her. I have not the patience for this. But if we must fight, let us at least be brief. Come.
Go! He still is just having none of this. Alright, time for round.
Die!
How about you first, dude?
Bow down before me!
You need healing. Here you go.
Kneel or die!
Oh god. Ow.
Kneel or die!
Mark well and learn!
Go, Ian, go!
Concentrate!
Ian! Ian! I got you! Nice try. Go! Go!
Kneel or die!
I'll heal you in a moment, Ian. I gotta deal with Magnite's attacks. Hold on, there we go. There you go.
Bow down before me!
Mark well and learn!
You got that, you cool. Come on,
Kneel or
Ian.
die!
I'll get you in a moment. I'll get you in a moment, here, Ian. Okay. Got you. Yeah, you run away.
Bow down before me! Tremble before the sun!
I am trusting you, Ian. Go, Ian, go.
Let
Go.
us be about it!
Go, Ian, go. Oh, really? 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 Excuse you? Let me out. Excuse you?
Yeah!
I refuse.
Ether! To me! Have at you!
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Hi guys, how you doing?
No! Never have I felt such bliss in defeat. 'Twas a battle to burn soul and flesh to ash. We Dothal will lend you our strength as promised. Nama's power is yours to wield.
Are you okay, Sadu? You seem a bit too happy about this. Just a little bit.
What does the sun say to that?
The sun is not driven by base motives such as yours. But they have been judged and found worthy. It is the way of the Oranir to accord recognition and respect to the strong. You have made sufficient proof of your strength. The sun shall answer your call.
You have our thanks. We are glad to call you allies.
You? By what are you called?
You stole her. Why?
Are you...
Like, no.
Are you my Nama?
I beg your pardon?
In battle, you shone with all the majesty of the full moon's light. Your healing touch, the embodiment of the Dusk Mother's love. Long had I wondered if my Nama might not be a woman of the steppe. Beholding you, I am all but certain.
Like, I stop.
Now, look into my eyes. Could it be? Could you be?
I am. Not interested, little son. Try again when you've become a man.
Little?
Little son! Little son! Does it pain you, little son? Crave you salve to soothe the ache? Fire to sear the wound in your heart?
Oh, there they go.
We have wasted enough time here. Siren awaits for word of our success.
Okay, there's a little fact about Kaharu's name that makes that scene just a tiny bit better for me. Kaharu, if I remember correctly, is a Japanese name, or Japanese-based name. Her name, the name Kaharu, literally means little son. And because of that scene alone, you have no idea how tempted I was to make Kaharu an Oranir. Simply because of that scene. Oh, goodness. You had not only to contend with Sadu, but Magnite too? Such a fierce battle that must have been. Yet here you stand triumphant, having passed such a test they could not well deny you their allegiance. The Mo will make no such demands. Weak though we are, we will gladly stand with you. The steppe is our home, and we will defend it with all our being. You have my heartfelt thanks. Of all the tribes of the steppe, there is none I would rather have at my side. God's willing, many more will rally to our cause. I shall send you word when you have answers from all the tribes. I cannot thank you enough, Serena. None of this would have been possible without you. Aww. She a good bean. We have the requisite consent. 'Tis time to put Nama's power to use. If the ether flows as planned, all that remains is to have the Ironworks engineers do the work at the ruins. Come, let us return to the House of the Crooked Coin. Little son. Oh, I was so tempted to make Kaharu an Oronir because of that scene and because her name literally means little son. Oh, I refrained though. I refrained. As you can see, she is oral. She is not Oronir. I shall begin at once. You may wish to step back. Go, Yashilla, go! Yashilla, Yashilla!
Did it work?
Good question.
It did. Ether may flow freely to the burn once more.
Yay! We did it! I do not pretend to understand what you did, Y'shtola, but you did it. Thanks to you, and Kaharu, of course, we have taken a momentous step towards securing our defenses. Now, as much as I believe a rest is in order, we should probably make haste back to the Enclave. Agreed. The others may already have returned from their missions, and I would know how things stand. As would I. Without further ado, then, Enclave. Hello! Yes, show me in, show me in. Judging by your triumphant expressions, I take it all went well in the Azim Steppe. Indeed, we have secured a suitable source of energy for the barrier. Good. Tataru and I have commissioned Garland Ironworks to ensure that the field generators function as they should. A team of engineers stand ready to set out for the burn at a moment's notice. You need only say the word. I thank you for engaging the services on our behalf. The Minitai of the minutiae of the arrangement you may leave to me. Whatever that word was. Which just leaves the small matter of our alliance. Still, Yugiri, Hakuro, how fare you with our neighbors? My lord, all of the factions we approached are in agreement that the Empire poses a threat, and men responded positively to talk of an alliance. From Hingashi to Sui no Seto, however, we received outright rejections. The former will not break its treaty with the Empire, and the latter will not involve itself in conflict. Just as we expected then. Well, there is not to be done about it. We must focus on the rest. To each of the nations that were amenable to an alliance, I will personally send a missive. And once I have attended to that, I believe we'll have done everything we can do to fortify Doma's defenses, for the time being at least. All of which means I may leave for the meeting in Alamigo with the lighter heart. Yugiri, Hakuro, if you would be so kind as to hold the fort in my absence. My friends, we could not have achieved so much in so little time without your help. For that, I give you my heartfelt thanks. Till the meeting, then. I took the liberty of asking Thancred to attend as well. He should arrive in the Alamigan quarter by now. Then let us not keep him waiting, shall we? Let's go, let's go, let's go, go, go! Here we go. I am out of drink. Hold on, I'll be right back. I need to refill drink. I will be back in a moment with new drink. I have new drink. All is well. I have new drink, yes. Anyway, let's go find Thancred. Thancred! Thancred! Where is he? Where's my boy? Where's my boy? There's my boy! Yustela has told me all, and I duly told Urianger and Kryl. Kryl, in particular, was concerned about Alphino, but I assured her that everything that can be done is being done. She agreed to continue her own tasks for the time being on the condition that I contact her the moment there is any development. So, that leaves 4 of us to attend the council. Ehrenwald is here to assist with security, incidentally, though the poor lad seems altogether too distracted for the task. Another one missing is Alphino, I expect. But it's almost time. As soon as you are ready, present yourself to the guardsmen at the palace entrance. I shan't be far behind. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Welcome to Alamigo. The Alliance leaders have already arrived. May I show you to the meeting chamber? Okay. I get it. Let's go.
Mistress Lys, Commander Aldin, it gives me great pleasure to formally welcome the city-state of Alamigo to the Eorzean Alliance.
The pleasure is ours, Your Grace. I know I speak for all Alamegans when I say that we are glad of this chance to stand with our comrades of the Alliance.
Yay!
And we, for our part, are glad indeed to be able to welcome friends both old and new.
Lord Hien of Doma, at your service. Pray, accept my heartfelt thanks for your generous invitation.
Nay, 'Tis we who must thank you for journeying so far. And 'twould be remiss of me not to acknowledge the part the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have played in bringing all of us together. In times of great unrest, you and yours have been our constant companions, without whom we would not be here.
Hey, don't worry about it.
With apologies to Lord Hien and Mistress Alize, it occurs to me that we have not gathered in this way since that fateful day in Uldar.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the banquet. Yeah. Yeah.
The day I lost my arm and my freedom. As I lay in my cell, never did I dream that I would one day be given the chance to represent my homeland at this council. I would not even be alive had you not plucked me from the jaws of death. You, Yugiri, and Alphino. Would that the lad could be with us.
I too owe my presence here to Alphino, in so many ways. Until such time as he returns, I mean to carry on his good work as best I can.
Come, friends. Let us leave the past in the past and turn our eyes to the future. My Lord Hien, pray, tell us how things stand in the east.
Having heard the rumors of dissent in Garlemald, I dared to dream of a peaceable solution.
The Empire will not so easily change its ways.
Not so easily, unfortunately.
If the Garleans have a mind to take back Doma and Alamigo, we'll be hard-pressed to stop them, even with the might of 6 nations. But while we lack the strength to fight the tide, a course may yet present itself, if we read the winds aright.
The winds suggest but one course to me. One which leads from the sea unto the river and thence to the source of all our woes.
The Ascians.
Indeed.
Indeed. All here have felt their blighted touch. It was the bringers of chaos who nurtured the Archbishop's tyrannical ambitions. They who bestowed upon him the secrets of summoning, as they have so many others before and since. And while they remain, we shall know no peace.
Sadly, that is very true.
Our objective is clear. The question is how to achieve it. That our enemy parades about in Xenos' skin poses problems in itself, but ere we get to them, how are we to infiltrate the Empire and get close enough to strike?
That is also a very good question.
While I see the wisdom in targeting the Ascians, an assassination attempt on Garlean soil would do little to aid our cause, even were it to succeed. It's time we used our enemy's preferred tactic: subterfuge.
You have an idea? Speak your mind, Master Thancred. None here know the enemy better than the Scions, and you mayhap best of all. Whatever it is you propose, we will give it fair hearing. On that you have my word.
Very well, Admiral. My proposal is thus. We dispatch the shinobi to Imperial territory. There, they sow the rumor that the Crown Prince perished in the battle for Alamigo, and that the man parading around is in fact a corpse inhabited by a servant of darkness.
Well, it does have the ring of truth about it. And were the Garleans to learn that their future ruler is a puppet, the Empire would be shaken to the core.
Yeah, it would.
But at the risk of sounding stupid, would they actually believe such an unlikely story? I didn't.
Ordinarily not. But prior to his miraculous recovery, rumors of Xenos' death had already begun to circulate around the Empire.
That is also true.
Ultimately, however, what the masses believe is not our chief concern. Our true objective is to create an opening for rival factions within Garlemald to exploit.
Just as a war of succession erupted in the wake of Emperor Solus's death.
A war which raged until but recently, plunging the Imperial House into disarray as nephew and uncle grappled for the throne. It is no coincidence that one of Varus's first acts as Emperor was to name Xenos heir apparent, family feuds being so tiresome when armies are involved. Not all welcomed his choice of successor, however. There is no shortage of individuals who aspire to the throne, who would jump at any chance to seize power. The news that Xenos is not only dead, but a puppet to diabolical forces would be too enticing to ignore.
The Empire would not be quick to recover from a second war of succession.
No, it would not.
I am no stranger to infiltrating Imperial territory. With a team of operatives gathered from among the Alliance's finest, the plan should have a reasonable chance of success.
Doma already has shinobi in place throughout the provinces. We stand ready to act, and act we must. What say you all?
I'm for Master Thancred's proposal. We shine a light upon the Ascian and test the Empire's unity. 'Twas his plot that scuttled Doma's negotiations, was it not? Why then, if we can eliminate him, there may yet be a chance for peace. Let us wage this war of subterfuge, that we may one day lay down our arms. Gods know we never will while the Ascians remain.
Yep.
That way. Sorrow. History must be changed.
I don't understand.
Ahead looms a calamity. Ahead looms light, expunging all form and life. Twin dooms only you can forestall. Only you.
What's the matter?
There's a voice.
Spies in our midst?
Nay, I sense no such presence.
Let expanse contract. Eon become instant. Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Is it over?
Oh, Thancred's down.
Master Thancred!
12 for Fend. Bear him to a private chamber. Have every healer make ready. Swiftly!
Thancred's down.
Master Thancred remains in slumber. Though his vital signs appear stable, he's unresponsive.
What could have done this? And why just him and not the others?
I'm afraid we could not identify the cause, my lady. Our examinations revealed no wounds, nor the presence of any poisonous substances.
Gods, that only makes it worse. You're to let us know the moment there's any change, all right?
Thank you for coming. Knowing Thancred, he would apologize for being otherwise engaged at so crucial a juncture.
In gifting us a course of action, Thancred sowed the seed of all that is to follow. We have but to nurture it as best we can. To him, I would say, rest easy, that he may wake to enjoy the fruits of our labors. Now, the matter of the mysterious voice must not be forgotten. Will you tell me exactly what happened?
Alize and I heard a voice in the moments before Thancred collapsed. It was accompanied by a severe headache, as if something were clutching at our minds. Did you experience the same thing?
Yes, I did.
So, in between the voice and the pain, you felt as if you were somewhere else entirely.
Your testimony confirms my suspicion. That which you experienced was, I believe, your soul being plucked from your flesh. Called.
Called?
I myself examined Thancred. Reach out as I may, I could not sense in him the spark of life that is his soul.
That's not good.
That Thancred alone was stricken so is likely due to his heightened sensitivity to the effects of ether, a consequence of his prior possession by the Ascian La Hebrea. The owner of the voice, whoever it may be, reached out to you, called your souls, and in so doing, caused you and yours such pain.
But if that's true, where exactly are we being called to?
That is a very good question, Alize.
I know not. Yet one thing is plain. Whoever waits for you on the other side is possessed of a power unlike any I have ever known.
Forgive us, Lys, but may we leave Thancred in your care for a time?
As if you had to ask. I may not be a scion anymore, but I'm no less a friend. Don't worry. I'll see to it that Thancred's well looked after. Just focus on solving this mystery, all right?
Thank you, Lys. As the Elder Seedseer says, 'tis no ordinary individual we are dealing with. Nor can we discount the possibility of Ascian involvement.
Why is it always Ascians?
Whoever or whatever is behind this, the sooner we find out, the better.
Yeah, but we still gotta deal with the Ascian Xenos. That's still like a major threat that we need to deal with, guys. I just tried to call Urianger on his link pearl. He didn't respond, but I dare to hope that he possesses some knowledge we do not. Ah, Urianger! Something happened during the meeting. Thancred's collapsed. A disembodied voice suddenly started. What? But that's... We should talk about this in person. Alright, we'll meet you there. That was Urianger. He heard the voice too. In Thanalan? As we alone were afflicted at the meeting, I had my suspicions, but if the voice also spoke to Urianger, there could be no doubt. The Scions were targeted specifically. By whom and to what end is the question, one to which we must find an answer with all possible haste. Yay! Urianger agreed to meet us at the Rising Stones. If any of the others heard the voice, we'll find out soon enough. Good luck. I should go back to the meeting with the Elder Seedseer, but if there's anything you can do, anything at all, you must let me know, alright? Promise me. Right, let's be on our way.
Urianger! God, it's good to see you.
And he seems to be in one piece. Thankfully.
Would that our meeting were under happier circumstances. I judged the voice sufficient cause for concern even before you sent word of its effect on our comrade.
You heard it too, then?
Aye. And all but certainly at the selfsame instant. Alas, pained as I was, I could make little sense of what few words did then reach mine ears.
Who do you think is responsible? Could this be the Ascians doing?
That I cannot say. Not when so little is known. Ere I indulge in speculation, I would examine Thancred with mine own eyes.
To Alamigo, then, without further delay.
One other thing. During my visit to the Far East, I observed a strange phenomenon.
Thou referrest, I presume, to the localized reduction in etheric density.
Well, that spares me the trouble of an explanation. Yes, I noted precisely that at two apparently unconnected locations. I take it the phenomenon is not limited to the Far East.
Wow, Urianger is on top of things today.
Indeed not. Of late, our agents charged with surveilling the beast tribes have spoken of little else. In every corner of the realm, they tell of places in which the ether hath grown thin. Naturally, my suspicions first turned to primal activity, but the areas thus affected betray no evidence of summoning. I must confess to being quite perplexed.
If the same phenomenon is being observed in multiple locations on opposite sides of the world, we may safely discount regional factors.
Yep.
Needless to say, this warrants further investigation.
Indeed. I shall make it my task to...
Oh god.
The voice. It calleth to me once more.
Oh. There goes your Stola.
I hear it too.
Oh, there we go.
Only you. Only you.
No! Stola! Urianger!
Throw wide the gates.
Is it done? Are we okay?
No. No, this can't be happening!
Oh, they're down. They're down, guys.
Stola! Urianger! Open your eyes! Open your eyes, I beg you! Say something! Anything! Not again. Please, not again.
Oh, goodness. This is quite the mess. Hello, Ghost Pepper. You apparently tuned in at a very interesting time of the story. Forgive me, that was an unseemly display. It happened before your very eyes, my lady. None here would have behaved any differently. We have borne the two of them to a private chamber. But tell me, is it true that Master Thancred languishes like in a like state in Alamigo? I'm afraid so. Though given the circumstances, it would seem best to observe them together. I'll send word to Lys that he should be brought here. Take heart, my lady. The world is full of scholars and knowledgeable folk of every persuasion. Someone out there is bound to know what ails our comrades, and how it may be cured. Thus we will rouse them, no matter what. That we will, Hori. That we will. But first things first. Our comrades will have questions. May I ask that you explain the situation to them? I must attend to a private matter. Oh, I promised I'd visit someone in Limsa Lominsa. He's been waiting at Maelstrom Command for a while now. You know, you should come along too. I think he'd be glad to see you. That, I'm afraid, is a question that won't be answered until sort of in 4.5, 4.56, but fully answered in Shadowbringers. For now, let's head over to Limsa. Oh, hello, Catboy. Even at the Aft Castle. Whee! As you probably guessed, it's Gabu we've come to see. The private here will bring him out to us. Ever since the Maelstrom took him in, I've tried to visit as often as I can. And after what befell our friends, I was taken by the urge to visit again. It's difficult to explain. It is not my first time playing this game, no. So I already know ahead of time of what is going on, but I try not to spoil it unless apparently my friends are playing with me, because they'll go on and on about the things that have been happening in this game while I'm playing it. But I'm playing it alone, so there will be no spoilers at this moment in time. Gabu! My son! Oh, poor honey.
Here he is, my lady.
Oh, poor honey.
Gabu. It's been too long.
I am in post Stormblood. This is currently patch 4.4. But as far as me actually like going through the other story, because I've played this before, I am completely up to date with the story. But for what I'm streaming currently is 4.4. Oh.
I'm afraid there's been no change. If he can see or hear us, he has given no sign.
I see. You're still fighting.
Oh, poor honey.
I'm proud of you. We promised that we would come and visit you together, didn't we? Alphino and I. I'm sorry that we haven't managed that yet. You know, with the three of us like this, does it not remind you of that night? Of the stars beyond count twinkling in the heavens?
Yeah, I'm streaming the story because it is a very good story, and more people need to actually play this game. It's a very good game. It's a very good story. But it's also been kind of, after everything that's been going on in the story, it's been a good way to remind me of the things that have actually happened prior to what the current content is. It's been a fun journey.
I was feeling pretty low back then. Powerless. But I knew that my brother was close by if I needed him, and that the others would be waiting for me back at the Rising Stones. Not like now.
It is. It's actually nice to go back through the story and be reminded of the things that have happened.
I've seen my share of trouble since coming to Eorzea. Been reminded again and again of my limitations, of how little I can change about this world. And I've come to know the sorrow of parting all too well.
Oh, Alize.
But to have the people I hold dear struck down before my eyes, and be powerless to help them, that I cannot bear.
You don't have to bear this burden alone. I can words. Sometimes.
No, I don't. You're right. It's pure arrogance to imagine I can solve everything by myself. You'd think I'd have learned that by now. Thank you. I don't know what I'd do without you. Well, that's more than enough brooding for one day. Come on. We have friends to save.
Oh, he looked up at her. Oh, Kabu, no. That poor little thing did not deserve what happened to him. Let's return to the Rising Stones and take it from there. Thanks again for agreeing to come. It meant a lot to me. And off she runs. Let's. Where is Why is Modona like always at the bottom of the list? Why? Whose idea was that to keep it at the bottom of the list until Endwalker? Oh, hello, horse. The things you teleport into. Alize, hello. I did some thinking on the way back, and I think Hori is right. We need to seek outside help. Ordinarily, we would turn to our experts in such matters, but they're both among the stricken. I will begin by reaching out to the myriad guilds and research institutions here in Eorzea. Additionally, Grandfather and Mephilia had a wealth of connections between them, and I mean to explore those avenues too. We'll find a way to save everyone, mark my words. Much and more has happened in recent days, some of it for the good, some not so. But all around me, people continue their fight. From the shinobi who search for Alphinaud to the Alliance members who make ready to move against the Empire, they march on in the face of great adversity, bearing heavy burdens. Everyone is playing their part, and so must I. You have your own part to play, I know, and it's bigger than most. So I won't keep you. Just promise that you'll visit from time to time, and I promise I'll have good tidings to share with you when you do. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace.
The Populares no longer present an obstacle. Now is the time to bring the Empire's might to bear. A word from your Radiance is all it takes. But one word, and the Imperial army will fall upon Alamigo as a pack of bloodthirsty wolves and tear that feeble nation apart. Have you no words for me? Despite the lengths I go to, an emissary playing the part of a fool. When first I took this face, I swore to use all of my knowledge, all of my power, to further the cause of the Empire. My deeds stand testament to my commitment. And with this adamant flesh at my disposal, I could destroy the Icon Slayer as easily as one might swat a fly. Why do you hesitate?
Okay, Elidibus, but why haven't you yet? Answer that question.
Our enemy is resourceful. Though victory is certain now, it will not remain so indefinitely. Deliberate if you must, but be quick about it. We'll speak again when you have unburdened yourself of doubt. Until then, I take my leave, Father.
I should be the one to sigh.
I know who this is. Yes.
I played my part to perfection. I had earned my rest, and then thanks to La Habrea's crowning act of idiocy, our favorite emissary sees fit to summon me back. Elidibus was ever a warrior. A most tiresome trait, would you not agree? What? Have you no words for me either? No matter. I've long grown weary of this mummery. Now, my dearest grandson, let me remind you of your place in the simplest of terms. You do not make judgments, you administer them. Swiftly and to the letter. Naught else is your concern. Elidibus may be an insufferable bore, but he is no fool. His choices as emissary seldom err. If aught threatens the balance twixt light and dark, it falls to you to remove it. Be it by your own hands or by your armies, you have ample means at your disposal. That is why this empire exists, why I built it. Oh dear, have I touched a nerve? You always were an easy one to read. I pity you, I do. As they say, ignorance is bliss. And I know how much happier you would be not knowing the things you know. The founding father was an Ascian, and he created the Empire solely for the purpose of sowing the seeds of chaos. Don't take it personally. I merely do my duty. To bring about a calamity requires no small amount of power, and there is no surer way to obtain such power than by collecting powerful pawns. To that end, I have labored long and hard, and I must say I am quite pleased with my handiwork, paltry though it seems in comparison to Alag.
You fiends are overfond of your own voices. Mock me, Ascian. Man is the master of his own destiny.
No hesitation with that one.
Such a waste of time and energy, both yours and mine.
Hey, welcome back. I guess.
Lest you forget you are Emperor now. If you wish to spout drivel about man's destiny, save it for the masses. It will serve to give them a sense of purpose, and you, pliant pieces for the game. Oh, do stop sulking, boy. You, of all people, should understand. Ours is a struggle to restore both mankind and the world to their rightful state. Viewed thus, our goals are one and the same.
Meanwhile, at a resistance encampment somewhere in the Empire. Alphino! Where's Maxima? What in the world? Ooh. Right, I forgot about this. Dead. All dead. Yet I see no wounds nor any evidence of battle. Damn them. They finally used it. The Empire developed an alchemical weapon in Giribania, a gas. Black Rose it was called, and to breathe it is to breathe your last. And that did this? I thought the project abandoned, and its vile fruit destroyed, but naught else could have wrought such an atrocity. Fools. What do they hope to gain with this butchery? Can they not see that a rule won through terror will not endure? How many more provinces must they lose? Nay, wait. This is not the work of men, but monsters. The Ascians. It cannot be coincidence that their trail led us here. Their objective was never to rule, but to sow strife and discord. Such a crime does indeed bear the mark of the bringers of chaos. Black Rose cannot be allowed to kill again. We must find the Ascians and put an end to their plot. And that is 4.4. As I have said, I couldn't stream tomorrow because I'm doing something with a friend, which is why I'm streaming today. And Monday I have something else I will be doing. So Tuesday I will be streaming 4.5 along with 4.56 because 4.56 is only 2 quests long and is entwined with 4.5. And then on Wednesday, we will be starting Shadowbringers properly. Like, it's about time we got there. Like, oh my god. Now, did I disturb you midnight? Oh, I'm sorry. Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep, kitty. Mwah. Yes, getting into Shadowbringers is going to be a lot of fun. I'm kind of looking forward to doing Shadowbringers again, but a part of me is not because I know how much of an emotional toll that is. Same with Endwalker, like I know how much I'm going to be upset, how much I might start crying during those 2 expansions. Oh, it's gonna be a fun time, let me tell you. But anyway, thank you for joining me. Thank you for everyone who was chatting with me. Thank you to anyone who watches the video afterward. And I will see you on Tuesday for 4.5 and 4.56. Until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye!